Good evening, traders. It's Carlos over here, CEO of G.A.R. Capital, and it's time for our weekly webinar. We're going over our last week of trading and what's to come up. Let's go ahead and get started. As you know, all trades are assumed with the risk of possible loss of capital. Use information at your own risk and practice proper risk management as well as risk tolerance toward your account and margin requirements with your broker. Let's go over last week's trade results. As you know here, we had Aussie yen short minus 3 pips. We had euro dollar short for a nice little pip gain there, 80 pips. We had 3 positions on the dollar yen long, paid off pretty well for us, 77 pips. And we had the euro Aussie long, 99. Pound Aussie, 98. Euro Aussie long again for 108. And then Friday we kind of hit a bit of a rough patch. Our winning streak was snapped at 47 pips and 108 pips lost on the pound yen long. We looked like we had a setup correctly with the equities market jumping up on Friday. Risk aversion, the risk off market was on, but the yen came back, roared back, and knocked us out of our positions. Good setup, just didn't execute our way. Current month results, 429 pips so far we've booked for this month. 61.59% of our trades are winning trades. So pretty solid across the board. You know, we're still looking great, even despite the last 2 trades not going our way. But all in all, still looking good. Now let's look at the pairs for the coming week. I had a couple of clients ask me about dollar yen and the Aussie dollar. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'm looking right now here at a hour chart. Let's take a look at it. As you can see right here, 25th, we had a nice little rise. We actually try to play it so we can get back up to over 121. But totally went down afterwards. Back, still have a little more room to go here. Looks like short term support level could be around 120 to 120.40. So again, could be a small little pullback on the bull pullback to give us an opportunity to trade it. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what it is exactly. That's a 1 hour chart. Let's take a look at our longer trends at a 4 hour. Four-hour, very choppy. Again, not much there on regards to trends. 121 seems to be the resistance. 119.40 seems to be the support. I don't look like any trends that I see that we can play here. 30-minute chart looks like 120 around that range. Looks like to be the sweet spot for a support for our support. 120 to 120 here looks to be our support. So we got a little bit of ways to go this way. I see a couple of pivot points here on our 30-minute chart. So could be down to the bearish side to get down to 120, and then we could play the bounce to 121. That looks like a possibility. So 120 could be a target. What we could do, traders, here is maybe set up a buy at 120. A limit order. Once we set a limit order at 120, it'll fill, and then we could play the bounce at 121. Just don't see it going below 119.40 after that. Again, it's speculation here, obviously, but that looks like a good play. 120 seems to be the nice way to go. So it looks like dollar yen could be trading to the downside. With that being said, right now it's trading at 120.49, under a little pressure, nothing too wild. Light trading in the market, down about 9 pips. About 9 pips across the board. Nothing really done to sneeze at. So looks like dollar yen, what we're going to look for is 120. 120 seems to be the magic number for our resistance, for our support, excuse me. So dollar yen, we're going to go ahead and make a note of that. 120 on the dollar yen. Let me write it down here for our viewers. Oh, there you go. $1 yen. We're going to put a limit order at 120. And then our target on the long, 121, if it gets down over here. So we could definitely play this space right here. Your resistance could be your support. A lot of room, wiggle room here. So that's what we're going to look at. Let's see if we can hit 120 by maybe Tuesday, if not by Monday. Let's check out our next chart. Aussie dollar. Okay. Guess that doesn't want to work for me. And I'll tell you, sometimes Windows just does not want to comply, guys. I think we're probably moving faster than the computer will allow us. And it brought us ProShares Semiconductors, which is nice. So let's just go refresh our browser and see what's going on. And TradingView should be responding now. Back to our dollar yen chart. And of course, it is running very slow, guys. While we look at that, let that load. We'll go ahead and go to our trading week. Let's go ahead and look at Forex Factory, see what we got available. What's coming up that might affect our dollar trade or dollar trades. Sunday, nothing going on, which is tonight. Move on to Monday. Oh, Bill Dudley's gonna speak tomorrow morning. Again, who knows what the Fed is gonna do in regards to rates. We've been told many things back and forth, back and forth. Keep an eye on it, guys, but I don't expect anything to happen. Oh, Carney's gonna speak on Tuesday at 3:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Conference Board, Consumer Confidence. Kind of the same thing as University of Michigan Consumer Confidence. It gives us some numbers, but nothing crazy. Mark Carney's going to speak. I don't believe that the British are going to raise rates anytime soon. They're waiting for the Fed, the United States Fed, to do anything. Final GDP for the for Britain. We're going to go ahead and look into that. 4:30 in the morning on Wednesday. We'll be up for that. Canadian GDP. Definitely going to be looking at that. Definitely something I want to look at, especially with oil prices. So it might give us another opportunity to long dollar caddy. And that looks like something that we could do. Something we can actually play, especially the weakness on the Canadian dollar. But oil has been rising recently, but technically Canada is in recession. So we have to keep an eye on their GDP numbers. Three consecutive readings of just horrendous, just going down backwards. So Janet Yellen's going to speak again. Hopefully she's okay after her speech. PMI coming out of China. Keep in mind after that here. Keep in mind regarding Aussie as well. That may just be a little bit of catalyst there. And we're back to the first of the month. Manufacturing PMI, unemployment claims. We'll get ADP on Wednesday as well for the Americans, employment change. Unemployment claims as well. That's another thing that will give us the hint to the big event on the 2nd, which is non-farm payroll. Every Friday, the first Friday of the month, we're going to go and get non-farm payroll. Before we do so, we're going to go ahead and record our meeting. We will definitely have a video set up for the non-farm payroll change live while it goes on. I will make sure to record it when we do. So let's make a note of that. Non-farm payroll change. We will definitely have a video up first thing in the morning, 8 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. Well, not 8:30, 8:20 to 8:45 a.m. We'll have a video recording ready to go for the non-farm payroll change and see how everything goes. We'll keep an eye on what readings are coming up and what to expect. Let's go back to the Aussie dollar that we wanted to see. Now that it's complying with us, we can actually take a look. Sorry for the delay, guys. Okay, as you can see here on a 1-hour chart, definitely a little bit of a bounce back to a base for about a couple of days here. No real indicator other than maybe a little up, but it could be a false little move here. Let's take a look at a 4-hour chart. Again, a little bit of a base that we see here. Definitely a trend on the 4-hour chart to the low side. Let's take a look at daily. I want to see how low this baby can go. Okay, 69 it can go to. That's the lowest it can go. We're at 70, so what, 100 pips off the lows of the last couple months. Let's take a look at a monthly chart. Oh, sorry. Let's do the weekly chart for longer. Oh yeah, weekly chart. We have definitely dropped since the beginning of January. It's just been dropping ever since. The Aussie's just been getting hit. But how low can we really go? That's the question. Let's see how low it's gotten before. So we have gotten in 2009 around 65. Could it go lower? Let's keep an eye on it. Definitely looking at it here on a 4-hour chart, long term, definitely bearish. I'm definitely bearish on the Aussie dollar. I mean, just look at these pivot points here. It's definitely just heading to the downside. A little bit up, fine. But what next? It would base. It would base right around here, which gives us a selling opportunity here to get at this great price to play down the downside. So definitely something I'm looking forward to, especially if we get a little bit of pressure in the equities markets for a risk-off environment. We would definitely want to jump into Aussie dollar. So as you know, we're going to go ahead and make a video up for the non-farm payroll on Friday around 8:15 a.m. all the way till 8:40 a.m. I'll make a video up and post that as well. If you guys are interested in joining our signals and analysis, make sure you email me, garcapital@gmail.com. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well if you like what you saw. Barring the technical difficulties, my apologies, guys. This internet browser is not exactly the best to go to, but I am using the Microsoft Surface so I can write on the screen. So bear with me, guys. This is better than our first couple videos. We're still working on the kinks here and there. The website will be up soon. Still working on it. Feel free to email me if you have any questions or pairs you want me to look at. See what you guys want to do with a couple of pairs. I'll try to give you the best advice and analysis I can give. Subscribers, if you want to go ahead and sign up for our Tobis signals, make sure you remember that Tuesday is the last day to sign up, the 29th of September. Make sure to email me if you have any questions. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and have a great trading week. Any questions, feel free to email me again, G.A.R. Capital. And this is Carlos signing off. You guys have a great week and enjoy your trading. Thanks, guys.